Hello everyone. In our first chapter, in first lecture, we discuss about the basic concept of OOPS and what is the difference between object-oriented programming and procedure-oriented programming. In this lecture, we discuss about the important topic, that is what is the structure of your C program. Because in case of your procedure-oriented programming, in C programming, the structure is that all the code included in our void main box, that is void main function. But in object oriented programming, the new concept, that is class concept, is added. That's why the structure of object oriented programming is completely different from procedure oriented programming. Let's start with the structure of C++ program. First is include statement, that is header file statement. Next, class declaration statement. Next, class function definition, and last is main program. So start with first, that is include statement, that is header file section. This section contains all the required header file because you can include the various header files in your program, and with the help of this header file, the number of built-in function which is required in your program linked with our program. Means there are number of built-in functions are available in header files, or at the time of program execution we need this built-in function. For example, if you want to perform input operation, then input function is required. For output operation we need output function, but all these functions are built-in function, and these built-in functions are linked with our program with the help of header file. That's why we need header files in our program. For example, here is one example of header file, that is #include iostream.h. IO means input output stream.h, means to perform IO operation, input output operation. In C++ we use iostream.h. In C programming we already used stdio.h, that is standard input output. Instead of that, here we use input output stream.h. Next section is a class declaration section. The class contains the data members. Data members means properties of the class, and functions, that is member functions in the class. For example, here name of the class is demo. Data members means variables. Data members means variables, that is integer a and b. A and b are the data members. And member function perform the operation on that data member. Means if you want to take the input for a and b, then we use one function, that is input function, and user defined function. You give any name to the user defined function, not compulsory give the input and output function name. Give any name, get data, put data, get, put, display, any name that you want. Okay, for example, take another one example, that is class student, integer roll number, character name, float marks, character address, and then functions like get data and display. Okay, here public is a access specifier. We already discussed in what is the difference between POP and OOP, that is there are different access specifier in object oriented programming, that is private, public, and protected. This access specifier we discuss in inheritance. Okay, we discuss later in inheritance chapter. Third is a member function definition. Here are two member functions which are only declared inside the class. Declaration complete, then semicolon is compulsory, that input and output both the functions are only declared inside the class. Now we need to define that function, or function define. If you want to define the function inside class, then define inside class, If you want to define outside the class, then define outside the class. Okay, member function definition section. You define function member function inside class, otherwise outside class. Okay, if we define the function inside the class, then there is no need of class. But if you want to define the function outside the class, then we need to use the name of the class. Check example. Here function define outside the class. Class input and output both are the functions of demo class, which are declared here inside the class demo. Now we define that function outside the class. Check. Void demo. Demo is the class name. Then scope resolution operator and input function, that is function name. Here we define the function. Define means some operation is performed inside the function. This is called function definition. If we perform some operation inside the class, then this is called function definition. Function definition. Here we define the function outside. क्लास के बाहर हम function को क्या कर रहे हैं, define कर रहे हैं. So we need class name and scope resolution operator. Function return type is void. Then class name, scope resolution operator and function name. After that, cout. To display the output in C programming, we use the printf function. Here we use the cout. And to take the input in C programming, we use scanf function, but here we use the cin function. Cout, enter the value of A. Cin A means this is input operation, and cout means display operation. Enter the value of B. Cin B. This complete operation is performed inside the function input. So this is the complete function definition. This function definition concept we discuss properly in our next chapter or next program. That is function definition inside the class, function definition outside the class. All we discuss later in program. Next, main function section. In this section, main function means void main function. In this section, we create the object of the class and then we call the function of that class with the help of object. For example, void main, the name of the class is demo. We use the same example throughout this lecture. We use the same example, that is demo class. And after that we create the object. Object means the variable of type class. For example, integer A. A is a variable of type integer. Same, D1 is a variable of type class demo. This is called object of the class demo. I repeat again. D1 is an object of class demo, means D1 is a variable of type class, that is demo class. After that we want to run or execute the both operation, that is input operation and output operation of the same class. So to execute the function we need to use the object of that class and membership operator, that is dot operator, d1 dot input and d1 dot output. d1 dot input and d1 dot output. Here program execution start, then object will be created, then your function input and output will be executed. This is your structure of C++ program. First is header files. Second, your class declaration. Inside the class we declare data members, that is variables, and member function. Inside class we declare data members and member function. Once the class declaration is completed, next we define the function, that is function definition outside the class. And last and important point is main function section, because without main function program execution is not possible, because program execution start from main. In main, once the object is created, then demo, that is d1 object is created. So d1 is the object of demo. So here we automatically create the memory for d1 object, or memory created for two variables, that is integer a and b, which are already declared in class. Check in class, which are already declared in class. So for both variable a and b, both are members of the demo class. So here memory created for a and b, and also for input and output function. After creation of memory, once the object is created, memory will be created for all the data members and member function. Once the memory created, after that your functions will be executed. Okay. Next, the simple C++ program to display the hello world. Just hash include iostream, here .h is also required, iostream.h, that is to perform input and output operation. Then main function, where the execution of program begins, integer main, that is return type. If your main function return type is void, then there is no need to return any value, but here the main function type is integer, that's why we return 0. And then normally we display the hello world message with the help of output function, that is cout, same like printf in C programming. Thank you.